This is Sam, and if you're looking for job opportunities online, you came to the right place. No, this is not about gaming, so please watch till the end. Hi guys, and welcome back. This is the fourth video that I'm making for January 2022, and I've got two new job opportunities for you today. So, the first thing I want you to do is ask yourselves, do you like dogs or do you like cats? And if you do, would you like a job where you could write about them? Well, if this is your dream job, then please stick around because I found two of these opportunities today. This time around, I decided to go beyond the ProBlogger website, and I found two different sites on the internet. Let's take a look at the first one. Okay, so the first website is called betterpet.com. And let's get to know more about it, because this website is always looking for freelance writers to work for them. All right, so according to the job details, betterpet.com is dedicated to helping people make smarter and healthier decisions for their pets. Their mission is to provide clear and medically sound advice distinguished by a focus on responsible pet parenting. So yeah, they're quite serious about this, and if you will have the chance to write for them, they don't expect you to only write about your personal feelings or personal experience. Your articles need to have factual information based on scientific or empirical evidence. Now, it also says here that they will give you a standard rate starting at $30 per hour. Wow, and that's pretty good. What I like about this statement is that they emphasize that it starts at $30 per hour, which means that depending on your level of experience as a writer and depending on your level of expertise when it comes to pets, specifically dogs and cats, it's highly possible for you to earn more than $30 per hour. Now, it also says here that payment for articles generally ranges between $145 to $250. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is that you can earn up to $250 per article. So, it says here, ideal candidates need to have a broad range of pet healthcare expertise, and that goes without saying. And of course, you need to have the ability to conduct thorough research, and you can take on 1 to 3 writing assignments per week. Well, that's pretty good. I think it's a flexible type of job for any writer. And the best thing about it is that you get to write about this one specific topic, this one specific passion that you have, right? You don't have to think about acquiring clients. You don't have to worry about the assignments because the topics will be provided to you. All you have to do is to conduct thorough research, make sure that you maximize the keywords, make sure that you provide factual information. You can help your readers make smarter or healthier decisions for their pets. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the calculator and let's imagine if you were to earn at least $250 per week, then if we multiply that to 4 weeks, in a month, you could possibly earn about $1,000. And that's not so bad, especially if you're living in third world countries. So let's convert that to Philippine peso, for example. And in this case, if you're earning $250 per week, then it's possible for you to earn about 50,000 pesos per month. Now that sounds like a good deal to me. So going back to betterpet.com, let's talk about some responsibilities that you'll have as a writer. And number one, they expect you to write articles from an outline, first draft to final draft. Number two, you'll need to conduct thorough research, as mentioned earlier, to provide insightful and fact-based articles that are actually fun to read. So yeah, you will be writing articles with scientific or empirical evidence about dogs or cats, but they don't have to sound technical. There may be times that you may have to use technical jargon. Make sure that they are understandable, especially to readers outside of the medical field. So make sure that if you are going to use technical jargon throughout the article, you have a way of simplifying them and relating them to the personal experiences of your readers. All right. And number three, they expect you to collaborate with their team of licensed veterinarians and EIC to make sure that you share information and product recommendations that are in the best interest of both pets and their owners. So you won't be doing this alone. You'll have a team to back you up. And the best thing about it is that you don't always have to rely on articles or information across the web. You have guidance from the experts themselves. You have guidance from licensed veterinarians. All right. Now, more about you. What do they expect from you? Well, Better Pet needs you to care deeply about content organization, and you need to have strong research abilities. So some assignments cover complex medical conditions, symptoms, and treatments. And as mentioned before, you need to find a way to simplify them and to make them easily comprehensible to your readers who are outside of the scientific field. All right, next, you need to have experience writing in the pet space, specifically around dogs and cats. And of course, you need to have a bandwidth to complete an outline and first draft within a week of the start date. And finally, you need to be comfortable learning Google Docs, Asana, and Slack. Because if you don't have any prior knowledge or experience in these applications, then they will be happy to train you. All you have to do is to keep an open mind. All right. Well, that sounds perfect to me. So if you think this opportunity is for you, please click on the pink button down below, which says click here to apply. And if you do that, you'll appear on this page right here. All right, so this is how their application form online looks like. So all you have to do is to select a position down here, so choose one. Okay, so you can either be a freelance veterinary consultant, so if you actually went to medical school and you are now a veterinarian, you could also work for them as a veterinary consultant, or you could also choose the position as a freelance writer. Okay, so make sure to choose one. And then next, you have to provide your full name, as you can see here. Next, please provide your email address, and I've said this in previous videos on my channel. It would be much better if you could provide your business address. And next, you need to tell them how many hours weekly you can commit to freelance work. Of course, the more, the merrier. And you have to attach your CV or resume over here. Next, if you are applying for the freelance writer position, they expect you to provide links to 3 to 5 examples of your work. Okay, so make sure that you have samples. And this time, if you are applying as a freelance veterinary consultant, then you have to list down your licenses and accreditations. When you're done with that, all you have to do is to click on the Submit button down below. It's as simple as that. So again, the first website is called betterpet.com. And if you haven't seen this website yet, do not worry because I will leave the link to this website in the description box down below. Also, I will leave the link for the application form in the description box as well. All right. Okay, let's try another website. Okay, this time I found a job opportunity for pet writers on a website called sideincomejobs.com. Now, I think this website is similar to ProBlogger and other freelancing websites. So it means to say that employers from different types of industries can post their jobs in such websites for a particular amount of time. Now, I found this on Side Income Jobs, and let's take a look. They have a longer description here, as you can see. So if you need more time to understand the details, then again, I will leave the link to this website in the description box for you to check personally. But the most important thing about this overview is that this is being headed by a project manager who goes by the name of Bogdan, and he works for Oswaldo Media. One of their websites is called animalso.com. So if you apply for them and you get accepted, then you will be writing for animalso.com. And he boasts that they have about 400,000 monthly visitors, which means to say that they have about 13,000 dog lovers from around the world who really take the time to read their articles every single day. So you could read through this to have a clear picture of what they're all about. Let's move on to some other important details down below. All right, so what will you do if you get the chance to work for them? So number one, they expect you to conduct deep topic research or article outline creation. So you need to have proper headings, subheadings, and subtopics. Number two, you have awesome quality writing. So it means to say that you are creative with your descriptions, that they should be informative and fun to read. And number three, you are good at searching for images and you know which images are appropriate for the article that you are writing about. Okay, so who are you? What do they expect from you? Well, it says here, number one, you need to have at least 3+ years of writing experience. Number two, you are a native English speaker or you're fluent both in writing and speaking. So that's for everyone. So if you are highly proficient in English, whether you are a native English speaker or someone who's just fluent, you can apply for them. Number three, you must have dog writing samples. Okay, so in the first website at betterpet.com, they expect you to write about dogs and cats. But for this one, for this particular website at animalso.com, they expect you to write specifically about dogs. All right, and for the next one, number four, They encounter personal problems from time to time, but they won't control you, and they will count on you to finish everything on time, which means to say that punctuality is important to them, and they have faith in your ability to stick to the deadline, to stick to your schedule. Okay, number 5, they expect you to be an excellent communicator. Number 6, you need to have some level of awareness and experience in using Google Docs or Google Sheets. 7, you need to have a basic understanding of SEO, what it means to use keywords, and how your article would rank on Google when readers or viewers search for that particular topic. For the next one, you need to pay attention to every little detail, so they expect you to be meticulous. And finally, for the last one, Google is your friend. Actually, I would like to think that Google is my best friend whenever I do research and whenever I write. So it's the same for you guys out there. Google is your best friend whenever you need to confirm factual information. And then for the next one, let's talk about the benefits of working for them. So number 1, you get to write about interesting topics. Dogs are awesome. So again, they are focusing only on dogs. Okay. And for their rate, according to them, they will pay you 2.5 cents per word from the beginning, which means to say that can still change and go higher as you gain more experience with them. And so as you can see here, they say that rates may increase depending on your performances. So next, number 3, you can get yearly bonuses. Number 4, you'll be given consistent workload every week, which is equivalent to 4,000 words. Number 5, you'll be given reasonable time to complete each article. So you'll have reasonable deadlines. And next, you'll be given stable work as part of a high-performing team. So just like the other website, you won't be working entirely alone. You'll always have the guidance of a high-performing team. And finally, for the last one, you'll have the opportunity to be promoted to the role of an editor with an hourly rate. Now, to apply, all you have to do is to fill in the application form below. And again, I will leave the link in the description box. Okay, so it's important that you read everything because they have instructions such as this. In the last field, which is called "Why do you want this position?" start your answer with the word bonjour. And please pardon my French. Don't forget to include my name right after it. Okay. We want to make sure applicants have read and understood this job ad. Okay, so sometimes you'll encounter employers like this who would include certain details at the very end of the job description, and it only goes to show that you have to read everything from beginning to end, not only to understand what they're offering, but for them to confirm whether you have read it all or not. Okay. Again, please make sure to read the entire job description from beginning to end. So once you're done with that, if you have decided to apply for this job, then you will appear on this page. As you can see here, you'll be working as a freelance dog writer. All right, so welcome to the application form. Okay, so let's try to answer a few of the questions below because this time this application form has a couple of pages. Okay, so let's imagine that my name is Lana. I've used this name as an example before, so I'll just use the same one again. So let's imagine that my first name is Lana and my surname is Lang, as in Lana Lang. And then let's use a fake email address just for the sake of this video. So let's say it's lana444 at gmail.com. For my nationality, let's imagine, and this is just an example, let's imagine that I am Singaporean. Okay, and let's just say, for example, that I live in Singapore. Right, and then just click next because you have a total of 3 pages here. All right, and on the next page, you would have to talk more about your experience because they would like to make sure that you do have the right amount of expertise about dogs. One of the requirements here is that you should describe your experience as a writer. So let them know. Let them know what you've been writing about. Let them know if you have been a professional writer for several years now. Okay. And then next, please provide links to at least 2 articles you have written, preferably dog-related ones. Okay. And then next, tell a story which involves a dog or any other pet. Okay. Next, what is your opinion on the positive reinforcement versus dominance, aka becoming a pack leader, dog training techniques? All right, so you need to have some knowledge regarding that. Or if you have credible references online, you need to find a way to simplify such information. Next, what is your opinion on buying a puppy versus adopting an adult or senior dog? Okay, give your opinion regarding that. Next, what is your opinion on the purebred dogs versus crossbreed dogs? Debate? Okay, is there an issue regarding that? Just let them know. And of course, please describe your experience or knowledge of SEO in writing. And then all you have to do, once you've completed page 2, all you have to do is to move on to page 3. Okay, so once you're done with page 3, again, all you have to do is to click on the submit button and you're good to go. All right, so let's visit our calculator for a bit. A while ago, we were talking about the rates, and as I've mentioned earlier, they are paying their writers 2.5 cents per word at the beginning, and you'll be given about 4,000 word assignments per week. So if we check our calculator right here, okay, so in this case, you could earn about $100 per 4,000 words. So it's possible for you to earn about $100 per week. That actually depends on how proficient you are as a writer. And if we convert that to Philippine peso, it means to say that you could earn about 5,000 pesos per 4,000 word assignments. Okay, so let's imagine if you're earning about $100 per week at the very least, then in a month you could earn about $400. Or if we convert that to peso, you could earn about 20,000 pesos per month. So those were the 2 websites that I wanted to introduce to you today. Again, this is for pet lovers and for pet experts out there who would like to write about them and make a living from writing blog articles. The websites that I introduced today are betterpet.com and animalso.com. I hope this helps, and once again, have a good day, guys. Remember, work is love.